Hi everyone, I missed everybody. I'm so glad to be back. So let's get started. I combined week 30 with 31 because there is so many pictures so many pictures, and we did a lot in this 2 weeks. We like busted butt doing so many different things, and it was really cool. But at the same time, this is like the last thing we did for the summer because it, yeah, I'll tell you that when we get to that week. But yeah, fun times. And this is Happy from Becky Higgins, and from Gloria. She gave me this set. Thank you again. It was wonderful. Now look, you guys, I did something different with this. I decided to put my journaling inside one of these cards. And see, look, I wrote everything. Look, Amy, I wrote it all. I wrote my feelings. You may not be able to read it though, but I wrote it. So I think that's what I might be doing from now on, is making one of these cards into my little journal. And you know, hey, we'll see how it works, right? So I have footballs on, so in case you hear some background noise, my door is shut to my office, but we're big football fans, right? And I think you guys know all of this by now. But so let me get started here. Okay, so we went kayaking. Total fun. Never thought. My husband is like deathly scared of water, and he barely learned how to swim about 5 years ago, but he didn't even really learn how to swim. He learned how to kind of get from point A to point B within like a kiddie pool. So but he has 3 older brothers, and so when his second oldest threw him into a swimming pool and said, "Here, swim." And so yeah, so he nearly drowned, and that of course is traumatizing. You would think I would beat the living heck out of my kid if they did that to each other, but different times back then, I guess. So I was looking for my little, if you are on Project Life Obsessed, then you will know that my office blew up because I cannot seem to craft, and I had a ton of pictures, and I'm making cards again, and that is so much fun. And so while doing that, my complete office blew up, and you'll see pictures if you're on Facebook on Project Life Obsessed, and because I'm like, what happened? Luckily I'm organized because it only takes me about 20 minutes to clean up all that mess, but you know, it still have to clean it, which is kind of I don't really want to clean it, but then I like cleaning it because then it's like new treasures each and every time, right? I mean, that's what it's fun when you put things away and then you're like, you go and you open a box and you're like, oh my god, look what I have. So I'm just talking. So I'm just chit-chatting with you guys today because I'm excited. It's the weekend, and the weekend for me means butt to couch football Saturdays. Actually, you know what's cool is that Saturdays is college football, Sundays NFL, Mondays NFL, Tuesdays a break, Wednesdays a break, and then Thursday is NFL, and Friday is college. So hello, I love the fall. The fall is awesome. So, and we live in Northern California, so there's no actual you know, fall weather. We still have summer weather, but at least, you know, we can pretend, right? So a little bit about these other pictures too. We went to Oregon. Okay guys, we went to Oregon. Talk about an adventure. We are 80s kids, right? And so we, you know, all the 80 movies, and we're you know, those type of dorks, and we love all these 80 movies and 80s music and all that good stuff. Well, this week when we went to Oregon, we wanted to go see the Goonies house. That was our goal. Well, we decided on the spur of the moment, you know what, let's just go. We asked Cordell, of course, if he wanted to go. He said heck no. So we're like, okay, you have, you know, one job, so let's see. So we decided to trust him again. Remember from that last fiasco? So we decided to trust him again. He says, no, I'll be good, I can do it. Okay, fine. So we left him home. Hey, I don't care. You better be good. So yeah, being in the car with him for 12 hours is not my ideal great weekend, but so but he decided he wanted to stay, and to say I was excited was, you know, an understatement. So so we ended up going to the Goonies house, and this was about a month before they closed it, you know, for the homeowners decided they don't want anyone in their yard anymore. And so we lucked out. We completely lucked out. And so we got to see it, and that was our goal, to go to Oregon and see the Goonies house. What an adventure. It was seriously so much fun, and it was cool because I drove for like 2 hours. You know, I always tell you guys, as you get older, you tend to not be able to do a lot of things, you know, like, you know, Disneyland, I can't do Space Mountain, can't do like the Matterhorn, that kind of thing, because for one, my body hurts for the Matterhorn, and that ride just jostles you everywhere. It's not even fun. And then we have the whole Space Mountain in the dark, and it makes me so nauseous. It so does. So I don't do those rides. And oh wait, I have more things to put on here. Anyways, when we got back from Oregon, oh yeah, so anyways, I can't drive, so my limit is like 2 hours, and then I can't drive at night because, yeah, I'll kill us because I'll fall asleep. So so all the responsibility lies on his shoulders, and I feel so bad. But then as I'm sleeping and I wake up and I'm like, oh yay, we're here, I slept for like 5 hours, yay. So that's the cool part, you know, where you're like, oh yeah, sorry honey, totally ditched you. Well, when we got back home from Oregon, we discovered that Cordell, of course, you know, did not watch Cat completely because she ate the remote. So she ate our remote, our Roku remote. So it's not like it's replaceable, right? Because, you know, it's hard to find those things. They usually come with the unit. I guess they don't expect people's dogs to eat them. So yeah, now we're down to one remote in our bedroom in my office, and so it's like, where's the dang remote? Dang it. And then you look at Kat and you're like, bad girl, you ate our remote. So that is what that was. That's her eating the remote. And of course, you know, she ended up eating bad parts, and so she had to go to the dang doctor because she was bleeding from her butt and everything else. It's like, dude. And so yeah, she got in trouble, Cordell got in trouble. Lovely. I swear, it's like we can't leave because the Cordell, he's just, boy. So anyways, so this says happiness summer. Okay, and then the other thing that happened this week, so we went kayaking, we went to Oregon. Awesome time. Then we get back, and my oh, that goes here, Tim took the kids shooting, and Tim is, you know, big, he loves his guns and stuff, and he's big into gun safety, and so he was taught this. His parents are actually reenactment people. You know, they do oh gosh, what's it called? Not caveman. Oh gosh, what is it called that they do? Mountain man. They do mountain man stuff. So he grew up, and they do in San Juan Bautista. If you look up San Juan Bautista, they have those days here, and well, they're in charge of that. His parents are in charge of that. So he grew up, you know, with all the guns and safety and all that stuff before, you know, times change now. But so he was kind of bummed he didn't take the kids till later in life. But, you know, our son is not very trustworthy, so you had to wait until he was older. And so but they had a great time. They were loving it, and he can't wait to do it with the kids again. So this is Cordell smiling. Can you believe that stuff? He was actually smiling this day, which is amazing because he doesn't smile. He's like a miserable little butt. And so, well, this time he was. So it was cool. Oh, let me tell you the story though about Oregon. We got back from Oregon. We're all excited, you know, to see Cordell. You know, we're excited to see him, and we're excited to see the puppies, and we're all like, yeah. Well, you know, Cordell goes, how is Disneyland? We're like, dude, we've been gone for 2.5 days. We went to Oregon. Oh, okay. And then he walks away. He's like, well, I don't care. It's like, that's his attitude. I don't care where you went. So I was just being nice kind of thing. So I was like, oh my God. So yeah, I wrote that down in there too because, oh, my son. So, but anyway, so this was a full 2 weeks. This was like a complete full 2 weeks. I have more pictures, and they're in, I'll show them to you at the end, but I did not really embellish the pages because I didn't want to bulk up, because I think there's five 12 by 12 page protectors, so I didn't want to bulk it up. So I left them kind of like plain kind of thing. So, but super fun, super fun. So I loved it, and it was so neat because, you know, I got to be with him for kayaking for our first time, and he was scared, and he was really scared, and but he did it, and he conquered his fear with that stuff. So I thought I was so proud of him, because it takes a lot of nerve. So especially, you know, because you're in this little kayak thing, and it's a little scary. So I was super proud of him, and we end up hitting like one of the little barriers, and he was so nervous, and then I would like adjust my butt, you know. I'm like, and then of course, you know, I have a big butt, so the little thing moves, the little kayak moves, and so he's like, don't do that. I'm like, I'm sorry. So yeah, so I was trying to be you know, aware of, you know, of not rocking the boat because I did not want him more scared than what he was. And so yeah, but he got out and he says, okay, he says, I did it, I'm good. He says, if I never do it again, I'm fine. So I thought, okay, because, you know, before he thought he was going to conquer his fear, and he's like, well, how much are they? How much are kayaks, you know? And then and then he's like, okay, never mind. So yeah, we're not going kayaking again. So, which that didn't, you know, that was fine with me. But you know what, the thing about kayaking over in Monterey Bay is the wildlife. The wildlife was so freaking cute, but the only part is I have this old camera, and it you know, it's like a cruddy camera, but you know, if you take your phone, you're you know, you're pretty much screwed. So you can't take it, because what if it falls? So we took this cruddy camera, and yeah, the pictures aren't all that great, but you know, it's okay, you know, it's fine. But that's why I pointed here, because these are sea otters. There was sea lions, sea otters, and they were adorable, so freaking adorable. So excited about that, and that was worth it. So I was loving it, because, you know, all of them were just looking at you, and they had no care in the world. Like, they knew that you weren't going to hurt them. So it was just, I wish I could pet them. They were so awesome, and what a great experience. So that was fun, and I'm so glad we did it. And but we won't be doing that again. So, but the Goonies thing was so fun. It was so much fun. So this is done. Let me get to my title page. But see, isn't this happy? Isn't this scream like happy? Because it's like, it's bright and colorful. And see, what I ended up doing, let me tell you little hints of what I did. When I do vanilla, I stick with vanilla. When I do white, I have to stick with white. So if I have white here, I have to have white here, that kind of thing. So I can't put like vanilla letters when there's white. So I'm pretty weird about that stuff. But you know, but I had a pink hat on, a hot pink hat, and so I added some pinks to blend it all in, to go to this side, you know, to blend it all. And so I have white, and then I have the reds, and so I took the reds off the kids' shirts, and the greens for sure off this. So then I had some dark blue. So with the dark blue, because I had dark blue here, I added the dark blue yum, and then I added I'll show you in a minute for more blue, but then I added more blue over here. So this title card, I was so jazzed. I was like amazed and happy with myself that I did a good job on it, because I kind of lost my mojo for the title cards. I feel like the last one, I wasn't really impressed with that, but this one I love. It came out so cute. So this is from Freckled Fawn. Remember I just did that, I shared with you? That was it. This is the circle, and this Let's Be Adventurous, because this was like the 2 weeks of being adventurous. Well, super fun. And I don't acetate, I have a hard time with, and then I put it behind here. It wasn't working. I couldn't really see it, so I added I backed what do you call it, white paper, cardstock behind it, and then I cut out the circle, so then that way it made it pop. And then I added, see, and I have this pink heart and this yellow heart. So, oh, and then as I looked up right now, I noticed that the stupid glare. Okay, so I was telling Tim about the glare, and I'm like, oh, this glare is driving me crazy. Why can't we figure this out? And he's like, well, I don't know. He says, I don't know what to do, because you know, we put more light in, you get a glare. We don't have enough light, you can't see. So he's like, you know, I don't know. And so, well, then he's all, well, let's try our phone camera, because he's like, I said, everyone else does it with their iPads and their iPhones, and he's all, well, let's try our phone. We have an Android, our Samsung, a Galaxy, and so he says, let's do that. And I said, okay. So he filmed, you know, we were just talking, he put his hands in the way and that kind of thing. He goes, hey, you know what? He says, that looks better. And so we replayed it, and we're like, wow, there's like really no glare, and it looks kind of clear. So we're like, okay. So he says, well, so he researched it, and he put in our cart, our Amazon cart, he put this camera holder. You know, you guys see that all the time, people hold their iPhones. Well, this one is for my Samsung, and I'm like, that is so cool. And so we bought it, and then I bought a clicker, one of those clickers that will turn on and off your phone, like the universal thing. And so so I ended up doing that. And let's see. So look at this, my title card. Isn't it cool? So cool. So yeah, so I'm gonna do an album share by practicing with that, because that way I don't screw it up, right? Well, here's more pictures, you guys. So I don't want to disturb my stuff. Here's more of the pictures. I did not want to make a separate album. Did not want to do that. So what I ended up doing is I put them all in here, and then it'll be in my album in between the pages. And we went to Tillamook. Now this is my little tip for you guys. I did a collage, but I did a collage with just 6 pictures. Let me see, 6 pictures. And then what I ended up doing is 6 pictures. Well, then I ended up cutting one of them, and I added it to here. So then that way it would be 9 pictures, but they're bigger, so you can see them better when you're flipping the album. Okay, so that's my little tip. And then I ended up cutting the cardstock to match the size of the selfie pictures. So I ended up doing that. So it's a little tip, that because I want all these pictures in my album, but a lot of them were, you know, just simple pictures. So I did it for this side, I did it for this side, and then I did not add embellishments really on this album, on this week, because I didn't want the bulk. So I only added this. This is the end of our Oregon trip that night at the hotel. So we did our selfies, and it says, today was fantastic, me and you. And then this is the start of them shooting. See, and I didn't really want to add anything too much. I ended up taking a picture out of here, so I need to do a filler card, but this was super fun. They shot all their guns, all Tim's guns, and then but I had a little problem here, because here's where we went kayaking. But do you see the stinking little sea lions just there, the side of the road? And it was so neat. And look how close they were to our kayak. Right there, they're right there. So it was like crazy. Well, this one I had a little bit problem with, because I couldn't figure out, oh, where'd that come out? Oh, that came out of there, so no problem. I'm not going to take pictures of the inserts, you guys. I'm just going to do the week 30 and 31. So I just did simple. I didn't care if it matched. I didn't care about anything. I just wanted the cuteness. So you know, those are the days, right? Well, the problem with this album, with this set, is that this is the end of the kayaking. This needed to be here in the middle of this one, but it's not. And I fretted about it. Seriously, I fretted about it for a few minutes, and I thought, you know what? Stop it. Don't worry about it. Who cares? It's your album. It's okay. And so this is the end, so it's okay, right? So let me thank real quick Paula M, Sweet Girl Designs, Tammy Tingley, 50 Magpie, Farmall 77, Carmen Ace, Sharon Sullivan, Connie, hi, Lynn Scott, hi, Susan VDM, Jenny Aldrich, Charlotte Ingman, Susan Hoglin, Smiley Scrapper, Kimberly Wainwright, and I like to refer Hannah Daly. Hey, Nah Daily. So, and then Kayla Renee. So you guys check them out. They're awesome. Love their PL stuff. It's amazing. So my camcorder's gonna go off. So look for my album share, because I want to practice with my camera, you guys. So this is week 30 and 31. Isn't it fun? I'm so glad to be back. I will be seeing you guys pretty soon. So I will be back, I promise, with a lot more, because we're not doing anything for a while. Big hugs. Big hugs. We'll see ya. Bye.